The purpose of this video is to do a quick walkthrough of the types of instruction that I have provided for dietetic technology students during the first 2 semesters of their study at SUNY Erie in this program. Last semester, I did a 50-minute instruction session for these students on doing a health field orientation, a general library orientation focused for dietetic technology. In this session, I had the goals of differentiating between scholarly and popular periodicals, searching for peer-reviewed articles in the nutrition databases, and how to navigate the library's websites and learn about what we have to offer and where they can go to find help. So I went a few slides of describing what is a periodical, what is a scholarly article, and how do you know how to differentiate. 3 different periodical types: popular, trade, and scholarly. I go through a few slides describing how to differentiate between these 3 types of periodicals and give relevant examples that we have usually on hand in person when I do this instruction, but virtually as well, what we have for them to offer in the libraries. So our focus is obviously on using scholarly journal articles, and we do this for original research, in-depth information, and analysis. So their assignments are requiring them to search for and differentiate what are scholarly, what are peer-reviewed, and why that is important. So the next step is to discuss how do we find these articles. I like to describe what a database is, why not just go to Google, why it is helpful to go in directly into a database. A database is a collection of articles or other documents that can be searched. The databases that I like to give examples of, specifically searches, are Science Direct and CINAHL for this topic. And we discuss how to formulate your keywords to really focus on what you're looking for. After doing these hands-on searches using the databases I just mentioned, I then go through Primo, and Primo has a Google search interface, searches everything that we have to offer. This can be overwhelming. I tell students really to focus on the databases first, but depending on what their topic is, Primo may be useful, but when you're doing something more general, it can be a bit overwhelming if you don't know how to really narrow down and focus your results. From here, I go into and do a library site overview and really focus on what resources we have to offer and spend maybe about 5 to 10 minutes going through the library site. I then bring them into the research guide. I have a research guide that I developed for dietetic technology. I can show that quickly. So on this research guide for dietetic technology, I do focus on books that are available online, dictionaries, encyclopedias, etc. I have a tab for articles and websites. This is where I do list the databases that I recommend, as well as they can browse dietetics journals by title, and I have a tutorial here for APA. As a review of what I do in my instruction, I have videos embedded in here on identifying scholarly and peer-reviewed articles, as well as the resources we have available for streaming video, and I have a few videos embedded here on basic nutrition and MyPlate that the instructor likes to use. The last tab is information that they will need in the future for associations, licensure, and certification resources. After the LibGuide, I like to incorporate a hands-on portion of the instruction session to get the students utilizing the resources that I have just highlighted. So we break out when we do a hands-on challenge where I want them to locate a scholarly nutrition article using a database and Primo. So in the past, when I've done this virtually, I have created a Padlet that I embed into their LibGuide so they can interact with me and I can see what they're adding in. So they will just add in the citation into the Padlet, and we can see, and they can really see hands-on how to do a database search, how to do a Primo search, and we can work through any challenges that they may have within the class. I go through a Did You Know section where I make sure that they know that we have virtual reference available, they can text, they can chat, that they know the hours that the library is open or the computer lab is open, and how they can reach for help if they need help printing or logging on at their computer tutors in the libraries. And I always remind them, if you remember one thing, to ask questions. We're nice, we're here to help. I have this picture of this old stereotypical librarian, it usually gives a little bit of a laugh. But the librarians are approachable. We're here to help them, and I want to make sure that they feel that this is a safe place for them to come to with all of their questions. Okay, so that was the last semester I did that full-on instruction session. This semester I am embedded with those same group of students in the second course of their coursework, which is NT 136. This is one of the 4 classes that I'm embedded in this semester. So I can show you a quick walkthrough of how I have my information in this course. I have received permission from the instructor, Katie Craze, to do this walkthrough, but just in case we didn't get a chance to do it live, I wanted to do this quick video. So my contact information is here right on the front page with the instructor contact information. She added this so that the students know exactly where they can reach for help. I do have a tab here on the left under Library Resources, where I do my full introduction with my contact information. I prefer them to message me via email initially. I do make appointments with them and we do WebEx sessions one-on-one, but I like to spell out here what I'm here to help them with and what they can expect in terms of when they email me when I'm available. I have videos embedded in here for kind of reviews of what I did during the instruction session on using Primo, Advanced Primo. I recorded a brief tutorial where I walk through the same steps that I walked through during the class on how to do a journal search to search the databases. As just a reminder, this was based on a student request after the instruction that just kind of wanted a refresher of what I taught in class. So I recorded a quick, I think it's a 2 to 3 minute video on how to do a journal article search. I have an APA sample citations handout linked on here, as well as the newest version of the APA tutorial, as well as some of the videos that I have from their LibGuide in here as well. Besides being an embedded librarian and doing the instruction, I did pop in at the beginning of the semester into the live WebEx class, Katie Craze's class, and introduced myself, answered any questions the student had, and discussed the expectations for the semester and how they can contact me. I've already had a few individual meetings with students. Their research paper is broken up in chunks, and so they have assignments going through the semester on identifying a topic or submitting one article, and the one they're doing now is submitting an article summary. And so I've worked individually with students via almost 1-hour sessions in WebEx on how to search these resources again and really fine-tune their own topic on things from lactation and pregnancy and nutrition to weight control and weight stigma and nutrition. And this hands-on, one-on-one sessions with the students is really rewarding, and I've gotten really great feedback from that, and it's a great group of students, and it's a great opportunity really to work with them for more than one semester and follow them through. So it's been really rewarding and helpful for all of us.